welcome back to my channel. So I am super excited for today's video because this is something I haven't done before, but this is going to be a new series on my channel. So today's video is going to be all about trying on popular high-end makeup. So makeup that is super raved about, super hyped up, because you guys know I am a drugstore junkie. I never buy high-end makeup unless it's for a video. I've tried some amazing products that are really affordable that you can get in the drugstore or online, but I'm usually pretty controversial and pretty different on my opinions on really popular products. So I do not let other people's opinions or thoughts or like positive reviews sway me in no way, shape, or form. Yeah, make sure that if you like the idea of this series and you like this video, you give it a thumbs up. Just keep in mind that everyone is different. Something that works well for me or doesn't work well for me may do the opposite for you. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about these products in the comments below. Whether or not you agree with me, I want to know how it works for you. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer, the Too Faced Born This Way Foundation, the Anastasia Brow Definer, and the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. These are both in the shade Blonde, by the way. And this is not a first impressions. I know what I feel about these products, but I will check back in at the end of the day just so you guys can see how everything wore on me and stuff. So I'm going to start with the Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer. So this is a primer that's supposed to minimize the appearance of your pores and fine lines. This is $37 at Sephora. So when I swatched this in the store in the back of my hand, I was blown away because it minimized the lines, the hairs, everything on the back of my hand, and I was so impressed by that. This is something that I don't put all over my face because I just don't feel like you get a whole lot of product for the price, because like I said, this is almost $40 and you only get 1 ounce. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my Nivea Men Post Shave Balm to prime my entire face. So how I'm going to apply this and how you apply most pore minimizing products is just to press it into my skin, because that's how it's going to fill in your pores the best. So let me show you guys what it looks like first. So here's what it looks like. It looks like it's like a nude skin tone shade, but it does smooth out to be transparent. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it. This is where I have really large pores, and that's a big problem I have. So I'm going to review each of these products as I apply them just so we can stay organized. So do I think this is worth the hype? Do I think this is good? No. It does not work the same way on my face as it does on the back of my hand. I don't know why. I do not find that it really minimizes the appearance of my pores. And I have tried applying this in different ways because, like I said, you are supposed to usually tap the pore minimizing product into your skin instead of rubbing it on. But I figured that when I swatched it in the store, I did rub it into my skin like this instead of actually tapping. So I did try that the other day. I tried just rubbing it all over my skin and I didn't see a difference. So now on to the Too Faced Born This Way Foundation. This is $39 at Sephora, and there are 18 shades. So it says it's an oil-free foundation for natural looking, full coverage, and a beautiful radiant finish. It diffuses the lines between makeup and skin for coverage so undetectable you can't see the makeup or the imperfections. Just a natural looking, luminous, flawless complexion. It's infused with a potent combination of coconut water to naturally replenish moisture levels. So it does come with a pump. This is a pretty good shade match. I have gotten darker since I bought this, so this may not work perfectly now, but this is in the shade Nude, and I really do like this shade. So on one side of my face, I'm going to use a beauty blender, and then on the other side, I'm going to use a brush. I've tried this foundation so many different times with different primers, with different products, and I just do not get the hype. And I haven't seen many bad reviews over this. And by the way, I do have mildly oily skin. I don't get super shiny or anything throughout the day, but with this product, I actually get oily throughout the day in my T-zone, and that never happens. So I don't know if it's just because this is made for more dry skin where I'm oily. I don't really need all that hydration. I also don't steer clear of hydrating products because I'm all about hydration whether you have dry skin or oily skin. I can only get a medium coverage out of this. I do find that this is like a radiant, luminous, satiny finish. I have heard some people say this is more of a demi matte on them, and I really don't see how that could be because this is an extremely luminous finish on me. The thing I hate most about it is that it seems to never set, and it is always transferable. It always feels kind of heavy and thick on my face. Like, this is not a second skin natural feeling foundation at all. I can definitely feel this on my skin. It feels like I am wearing a mask. So I don't really have a preference as far as tool. I just kind of alternate it out. But what's really funny is that everyone that I've watched like demo this in videos, they're usually all like, oh my god, this looks so good on my skin. Oh my god, my skin looks so flawless. You know how when you're really familiar with someone and their content and what products they use and how their skin looks on a normal basis, the people that I've watched, I've seen them look so much better using other foundations. Like, I haven't seen one video of someone applying this where I've just been like, oh my god, that looks so good on their skin. It's fairly buildable, but I cannot seem to get a full coverage out of this. So I've layered this up about 2 or 3 times now, right around here. And you guys probably can't see it on my camera, but I can still see discoloration underneath, and you know, that's not a bad thing. I don't care to see my skin underneath. Like, the coverage of this foundation isn't my biggest problem with it. It's the way it feels on my skin, the way it wears on my skin. This isn't like the longest wearing foundation I've used. My biggest problem is how it feels and the fact that it is so transferable. Already I can see it kind of settling into my fine lines around my nose. And I do notice that it settles a little bit in my fine lines up here. But as far as my pores go with this primer, it literally doesn't look like I put on anything that is supposed to minimize my pores. First of all, let's talk about the Anastasia Brow Definer. So this is pretty new, and this has been getting a whole lot of hype. So this does come in 10 colors, and it is $23 at Sephora. You guys ever feel like sometimes people fall into the hype of products just because of the name? Like, I feel like every time Anastasia comes out with a new brow product, people are just like, oh my god, queen. I'm not saying that if you like this product, you're just falling into the hype of the name, but sometimes I feel like the bigger YouTubers do that because their videos are getting watched by these big companies and the people that send them PR products and stuff, and sometimes I feel like that sways their opinions. So on one end, it does come with a spoolie. This is a little bit bigger than the one that comes in the Brow Wiz one, but I actually really do like this spoolie. I think it really disperses and evens out the product very well. And then here's what the pencil looks like. So like it says in the description, it is a triangular shape. It does have an angle to it. So the reason I do not like this product at all is because it is so hard. It's not super pigmented at all, and I just feel like I have to press down so hard to get anything to come off. There's just not enough color payoff. If you have really thin brows and you're having to draw on your skin, this may work better for you, but I have pretty good brows. I have pretty thick brows. So, you know, to fill in my entire brow, it may be different than someone that's only filling in like a really small brow and then outlining on the skin. I'm going to start out by outlining underneath the brow and then going on top and then filling it in. No, brow products aren't supposed to be like super pigmented because, I mean, it's not like using an eyeliner or anything. Like, you don't want your brow products to be super pigmented, but I do ask for at least a little bit of pigment so that it's easier and faster to work with. I don't like to sit and mess with my brows for 10 minutes. I just do not like this at all. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Brow Powder Duo. This is also in the shade Blonde. So this is $23 and it has 11 shades as well. You get 2 different shades in here. You get a lighter and a darker powder. So I will say that this matches and works pretty well with my brow and hair color, but the 2 shades are extremely similar, so I don't even see the point in having one that's darker than the other. So I do not think this product is worth the hype at all, especially for $21. First of all, you don't get a whole lot of product in here at all. I've tried so many better brow products that are like under $5 and $10. In the Anastasia one, you get 0.03 ounces. Here's what both of the shades look like. So I honestly can't even tell you which one is the lighter shade and which one's the darker shades. I will say in the other shades I saw, like the darker shades, you could tell a pretty good difference in the 2 shades, but I guess where this is just a lighter shade, that's why you can't tell. So like I said, I don't have a problem with how it applies or how it wears. The biggest issue with this is that for $21, it's nothing amazing. Like, it doesn't work any differently than the products I've tried that are like $3 and $5. You could use eyeshadows and get the same results. I just don't see what the point is. But just to show you guys how everything wears, I will check back in at the end of the night. Hey guys, so I'm back for my final check-in of the night. It is now 8:45, so I've had this on since about 2. As far as the foundation goes, I am looking pretty shiny in areas that I didn't apply highlighter. So in my T-zone, I am looking quite oily. Also, I didn't apply a setting spray or anything because I wanted to show you guys how it wore on its own, but I am having some fading action going on, like under my bronzer and my blush. And another thing, I've noticed that every time I wear this foundation, I get little whitehead breakouts. Also, another thing is that I don't find that it's cakey or anything. It does look pretty, it looks pretty seamless. Like, it's not really settling or anything. So I mean, I will give it that. I'm just not overly impressed with any of these products, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because my camera keeps shutting off. But if there are any popular products you guys want me to test out and try on in a video, make sure you leave it in the comments below. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this series. I'm very, very excited to test out popular products. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me today. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, follow me on all my social media. All the links are below, as well as all the products I talked about today. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day as always. Mwah.